Hello, dear viewer. Welcome to episode 3 of the Ancient Space playthrough. Unfortunately, I didn't check my audio setup before I started recording this 1.5 hour long mission. And as it turned out to be, my USB interface wasn't plugged in properly, or it somehow lost connection. So you could imagine my face when I opened up the WAV file, which had absolutely no sound in it at all. But I figured, well, who's gonna watch an hour and a half of this mission? So I trimmed it down to about 20 minutes, especially the middle part where you have to destroy 3 or 4 warp gates. That was really long-winded. As you can see, it's called Take the Power Mission 3. Here I'm checking out the potential upgrades. I got 34 titanium parts. Some of the upgrades cost 15, some 30. And you have only 2 available upgrade slots, so you have to make choices. I seem to have bought the medium upgrade. Yeah, it does a bit more damage to medium ships. Doesn't really matter that much. The rover that's the logistics ship. Has some weird upgrades for it does more damage to small ships, which, well, you usually don't really use the rover to shoot things. And I'm upgrading the invader to do more damage on extra large ships. And we now got a carrier available. You can buy upgrades there as well. Tier 1 are 20, Tier 3 is 30. If I remember correctly, I will you get to buy a Tier 2 once you have 2 or 3 Tier 1 upgrades. There you go. The radiator, dispersed processor, spatial plotter, and accelerant. Power boosting. You actually can buy quite a few of these. Anyway, as I was saying, I condensed this episode a bit to a somewhat more manageable 20 minutes or so. I'm pretty sure you won't miss any cutscenes or voice acting. A shame that you don't really know what is coming up. You basically would have to play a mission once and then sort of so you know what's coming up, and then you have to restart it so you'll be better equipped. That's a bit of a flaw in the system, I guess, that you have to upgrade before you actually go into the mission, or that's sort of a strategic choice. I don't know. I'm spending a bit much time on this upgrade screen. Anyway, I bought 3 upgrades, as you can see. I can't remember what else I bought. Apparently the one there didn't really matter that much. The extra large ships didn't take that much damage. Here I am deciding which officer to pick. They all have special powers that you can use a couple of times in the game. Some are a bit like an oh shit button. Finally, we're going into the mission. There's the loading screen within the loading screen again. The virtual OS is booting up. Hector 7.
This is Dr. Willow Burke reporting. Admiral Thorensen is dead. I am now acting commander of this expedition. T-cell capacity is at 25%. Not enough to reactivate the Hephaestus warp gate. Replicant crew level down to 15%. Too low for what lies ahead. We tracked the cells to the Redwater Bay colony on the outer edge of the Black Zone. The place has been off the grid for 20 years, so there's no telling what we'll find. PRC Commissioner Renner wants us to turn back.
Okay.
They shouldn't have come if they were afraid to get a little dirty.
Thought you were done there, lady. Hardcore mode is a challenge that will test your strategic
Commander
knowledge.
Berg,
Okay.
there's a distress call coming in from one Sergeant Major Gus Powell.
Uh-oh.
Records show he was an Ops Marine on the Ulysses 1 expedition.
Ulysses 1? That means he's been out here 10 years. Let's hear it.
UCF convoy made AIO under attack located across.
Is he going through an ion storm? Can hardly
Lost the
hear him.
signal, Commander. Mission log says he led a series of diversionary attacks so that Ulysses 1 could escape. But he was left behind and forced to blend in with the locals.
Nice way to treat a hero.
Blend in with the locals, huh?
Mission parameter update. Sergeant Major Powell's ship is taking heavy damage. We must help destroy his attackers.
Yeah, he's taking heavy damage and yet he just flies into these turrets down there. That's a bit odd, but alright. As a precautionary measure, I did do a quick save. I won't have to sit through all of the intro things again. Here we go. We select our little merry band of spaceships and go and help the commander right there. There's also these little yellow dots on the field that I will be collecting or examining, as you would exploring might be the correct term. Yeah, there you go. Very well. And then I probably select the whole bunch again and then remove the little rover's waypoint. Ah, I guess I did that right in this one. The rovers have sometimes a little bit of a mind of their own instead of... it would be nice if you could give them some sort of order that they should be... give repair a priority over shooting, because sometimes they're shooting stuff. Well, you would prefer them to actually repair things. I mean, they're logistics, so that would be nice. Very carefully selecting my group there as the little rover goes. Yeah, you have to shoot the large ship here. Then the new unit, the extra one, will be safe.
New items discovered.
Yay, new items.
Mission essential unit
Energy
is taking
cache.
critical damage.
Oh, there's more stuff coming in now. Oh, the extra large ships will probably deal with that.
Mission essential unit is taking critical damage.
There's another artillery or turret there that will deal with that is attacking my turret there. We will deal with that. I think I only noticed that a little bit later. There you go.
When I saw those stolen
Yay,
T-cells,
objective
I knew
completed.
my ride home was there. We're not exactly on our way home yet, Sergeant, but your skills.
Sergeant Powell is safe.
Attract your T-cells to the inner districts.
He needs a bit of a repair there.
Past the gates where they hide their contraband.
He's
Keep my
got
course
about
here
a
covered,
quarter of a
I'll
health
get
left,
back.
20%.
Point us where we need to go, Sergeant.
And yet,
Control
like a
code
brave,
transfer. Sergeant
well,
Powell's
one
forces
could call him a
now
fool
under
and
expedition command.
someone could call him brave. He's yet going
Mission
into the
analysis. The main bulk of our T-cells stolen
Oh.
by the pirates is being held in the inner district of Redwater Bay. An all-out assault is our best chance for retrieving them.
cool.
The only way to get there is via the wormhole in Sector
Yeah,
2,
the sector
which is heavily
2 that was
fortified
really
and protected by force fields
I wouldn't
that
call it
must
a
be
nightmare. It
destroyed.
just took
To safely
incredibly
recover
long
our T-cells, we must
to
completely
take all.
destroy
Maybe
the
there's a
pirate
better
base in
way to
Sector
rush
3.
that, but
Since we now can construct Corsairs, we can use their boarding ability to take control of certain enemy ships and installations.
Corsairs, huh? Yeah, they're pretty nice, the Corsairs.
Never forgot my
A
mission.
lot better than those small
Protect Ulysses.
ones that should be
So I
specializing
laid
in.
low, gathered intel in case they came back for me.
That should be specialized in taking out medium and large ships. The large ones are much better. Well, that's why they're large, I guess. Here I am contemplating what to do next. There you go. We skipped the bit where we take out the ships over there and we destroyed the warp gate. We are now moving on to Sector 2.
Look at those warehouses.
Secondary objective. Board warehouse modules.
Board warehouse modules, secondary objectives. You might be noticing soon that the countdown for the objectives is a little odd. It counts down, it says like 3 out of 4, and it means that you still have to do 3 instead of that you have completed 3 out of 4. Here I am looking at the field. At first I didn't get how to get around, but you have to go through these holes in the rocks. There's also plenty to discover here, the little yellow dots. Overall I missed only 1 of the yellow dots, as it turned out to be. And you can also, like in Action, every somewhat modern RTS, you can set waypoints. That's what I did here for the little rover, to get those 2 exploration points. Okay, it looks like I'm finally ready to go. And send my little fleet there. Yeah, well done. You just removed the waypoint from that little rover. Yeah. It's good that I noticed, because there was another time where I didn't, and I figured I had made 2 discoveries where actually I did not. Because I reselected the rover again. Yeah, there's a couple of stray ones left in the Sector 1. They'll be coming through the portal as well. The wormhole, I should say. And we skip a little bit. Here we go. This is one of the warp gate fights. Or I should say the generator fights. There's the generator right there. This is the second one, or I think the second one, right before. The third one is through the hole that you can see there up top. Basically, there's turrets to be shot. There is stuff coming through the warp hole, the wormhole, and there's a couple of men of wars and stuff. Basically, I usually took the extra large ships in first, then used the large ones and the small ones as a sort of a support defense kind of thing.
Lancer constructed.
There's a bit of a hole in the AI, and that it seems to go for the small ships first, so you can basically use those as cannon fodder, while the large and the extra large ones are almost unharmed. Still having a bit of a hard time to let the rovers keep on repairing things. There might have been some yelling here in the live commentary every now and then. Here I am exploring how to get to the next stage. There, the man of war of the pirates is exploding. Yeah, that looked spectacular, didn't it? Soundtrack is pretty nice. Reminds us a bit of Battlestar Galactica. The little rover there is almost done. We got plenty of resources to replace things, so it's not that big a deal. Probably helps to be playing on a somewhat lower difficulty setting. Already saw some people complaining in the forums that some missions might have been a little too hard. I'm just playing this mainly because of the story, and it's hard to well, not hard, but it's harder to talk and play at the same time.
Lancer constructed.
That's some poor excuses to use the lower difficulty setting. Anyway, I As you can see, things explode. There you go, we cleared that up. Almost cleared it up. I don't know if you really have to clear out everything. Makes it a bit more convenient to go further along. Just a single turret there. And the AI keeps throwing ships at us. There's an extra, no, there's a large and a small squadron coming at us. It's destroyed in no time, pretty much. And I paused the game for some reason. Yeah. At this point I'm wondering where the board warehouse is, the next one. And I realized there's another sector to go. We got another one of these places to clear out. And I also noticed that I forgot a single exploration point, or what do you want to call it? An anomaly of sorts. That's where I'm sending my little rover here. Now I'm looking for... I missed something, but I don't think I did in this stage. I must have missed one somewhere. Probably in some obscure place behind rocks or whatever. No, you can't use this screen to to discover the anomalies. I think I thought I was smart here, but I wasn't. Yeah, let's zoom in on those rocks. Oh, there you go. Very exciting footage here. Seeing the rover go to its destination. Once it's done there, it will stay there for the rest of the mission. I didn't really bother to get it all the way back here and then go through the portal, because the pathfinding didn't like the weird bend here in the playfield. As you can see, we're sending in the extra large ones first, and the support is coming up. We're getting a bit of a beating here, but we will be using the officers to get a shield, get some extra firepower. One of the extra large ships has a repair aura, I guess you could call it. All ships in the vicinity are getting repaired. We got an extra large to deal with. I'm focusing fire on that, what's it called? The turret there.
Enhancement complete.
Yay!
Lancer lost.
Yeah, this is where I... oh, I could also upgrade the
Lancer
rovers.
constructed.
That's the upgrade complete sound.
Lancer lost.
The Lancers are being thrown into the grinder. I hope it's artificial intelligence leading the program, because otherwise I've sent a lot of people
Lancer
into their deaths.
lost.
I am sorry.
Lancer constructed.
I gain more resources than I lose at this point by keep creating these Lancers.
Lancer lost.
There you go. The repair aura is on, as you might notice.
Lancer constructed.
Yeah, the Man of War is well, no, quite what it is doing there. It's twitching out.
Lancer lost.
Anyway, we're switching over to the final part, and this was taking quite a bit of time as well. Started to get a bit annoyed at this point, and I simply decided to throw everything we got at the
Corsair constructed.
final gate. Or the destroyed pirate base. Yeah, the pirate base or whatever it's called. It's not a gate anymore. We already destroyed those. We simply selected everything we had and then threw it at the pirate base, the last thing. Otherwise we could have been here all day, I think. And the little gray bar there is slowly diminishing. We are now getting towards the end. I think we'll probably have been recording this for an hour and a half at this point. Getting a bit anxious to get it done with. AI keeps throwing small and medium ships at this point at us. Yeah, the base is now quarter of health left. There you go. Oh no, I thought it was done. It's something else exploding. And there's more stuff coming in. More medium ships. We just
Rover constructed.
almost just about ignore them. There you go. It's almost done. Yeah.
Target unaccepted.
Yay.
Recovery of T-cells in progress.
It's all about the
We now have
T-cells.
sufficient power to reach the Black Zone in a core.
All expedition ships proceed to Hephaestus coordinates.
Great work, people. Thank you, Sergeant Major.
Thank you for getting me out, ma'am. Guess I owe you one.
Yay, mission completed. As you can see, I missed one discovery, unfortunately. Anyway, that's it for this third mission, for the third episode. Hope you enjoyed this, anyway. And I'll hope to see you next time. Bye bye.